Hello and welcome to the channel. The federal government, it has emerged as he earmarked 13.8 billion naira for past presidents, heads of states and others. Humongous sum of money if you ask me. Subscribe, like, share and comment. Let's go. 2023 Federal government budgets 13.8 billion naira for Obasanjo, Jonathan, IBB, Atiku, others. A total of 13 billion 805 million 814,220 naira has been proposed for the payment of pensions to former presidents, vice presidents, heads of state, chiefs of general staff, retired heads of service, permanent secretaries, as well as retired heads of government agencies and parastatals in the 2023 fiscal year. The beneficiaries include former Presidents Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Jonathan, as well as Vice President Atiku Abubakar and Nnamdi Sambo, among others, Saturday Punch has gathered. Also expected to benefit from the windfall are ex-military heads of states, General Yakubu Gowon and General Abdulsalami Abubakar, as well as former dictator and self-styled military president, General Ibrahim Babangida, and a former chief of general staff, Commodore Ebitu Ukiwe, retired. It is, however, not clear if the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, and his deputy, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, will benefit from the largesse as they will hand over power on May 29, 2023. Buhari served as head of state between December 31, 1983 and August 27, 1985, before he was booted out of office in a palace coup. In the 2023 appropriation budget appropriation, which was highlighted under the service-wide vote of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, it was stated that a total of 2.3 billion naira will be for entitlements of former presidents and heads of states and vice presidents and chief of general staff. An analysis of the proposal revealed that a total of 10.5 billion naira would serve as benefits of retired heads of service and permanent secretaries. The budget also revealed that a total of 1 billion naira will be paid as severance benefits to retired heads of government agencies and parastatals. At state level, governors and their deputies are also entitled to humongous pensions when they leave office, and a number of former chief executives of various states are known to be beneficiaries of the huge pensions, which include monthly payments, purchase of new vehicles, building of mansions, and payment of domestic workers. Saturday Punch reports that the budget comes at a time when the government has continued to lament dwindling revenue amidst excess borrowing. The country's debt rose by 30.72 trillion naira between July 2015 and June 2022, according to data released by the Debt Management Office. According to the DMO statistics, Nigeria's total debt as of June 30, 2015 stood at 12.12 trillion naira. By June 30, 2022, the figure had risen to 42.84 trillion naira, which showed an increase of 253.47%. Despite the high increase in debt over the years, the government still plans to borrow 8.4 trillion naira in 2023. Just like the massive rise in debt, there has been a huge increase in expenditure under Buhari. The federal government has increased the projected expenditure in its annual budget by about 238.45% between 2016 and 2023, according to reports analyzed by one of our correspondents. According to data from the Budget Office of the Federation, the government budgeted to spend 6.6 trillion naira for the 2016 fiscal year. However, in the recently proposed 2023 budget, The projected aggregate expenditure was pegged at 20.51 trillion naira, more than thrice the amount budgeted in 2016. In the 2023 budget, the government's 17.12 trillion naira projected expenditure consists of 6.9 trillion naira recurrent expenditure, 5.9 trillion naira capital expenditure, and 3.9 trillion naira for debt servicing. Statutory transfers amount to 744.11 billion naira. Non-debt recurrent costs 8.27 trillion naira. Personnel costs 4.99 trillion naira. Pensions, gratuities, and retirees' benefits 854.8 billion naira. Overheads 1.11 trillion naira. Capital expenditure, including the capital component of statutory transfers, 5.35 trillion naira. Debt service 6.31 trillion naira, and sinking fund of 247.73 billion naira to retire certain maturing bonds. Subscribe, like, share, and comment please. Also, turn the notification bell on for steady reminder. Thank you. The coordinator advocates for people's rights and justice, Victor Giwa, said former presidents and heads of state should exclude themselves from such benefits, adding that the money should be used to revive Nigeria's dwindling economy. It is by the provisions of the Constitution that they are enjoying these benefits, but if these former presidents and heads of state have this country in mind, knowing that the country is at a point of collapse economically, they should waive it. They've presided over the country and have benefited and are still benefiting from the country, he said. Similarly, the convener, Center for Anti-Corruption and Open Leadership, Debo Adeniran, said, well, it is what they can do. It is highly insensitive of them. It is a bad example for other public servants. Despite all they had access to while they were in power with all the allowances, pension and gratuities paid, for them to accept such a humongous amount of money after retirement in this poverty-stricken period is a sign of sadism. It is not only insensitive, the government is culpable, maybe because they believe that they have the knife and yam, not knowing that they are pushing Nigerians towards the wall, and when that happens, Nigerians will strike back. I will also advise the president not to leave a legacy of profligacy that will continue to haunt him years after retirement from public office. He should leave a good name that will show him as considerate leader who lived a modest life and left a legacy of modesty for those who will take after him. That's the news, guys. Bye.